This is 2 Point Hospital. It's a hospital management game based on an old 90s game called Theme Hospital. In this game, I'm in charge of... Oh, there's a cutscene.
2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from...
So these are all fictional diseases because it's more sensitive that way.
Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
So they put me in charge of a hospital. But what actually happened is I kidnapped the actual hospital manager and took his place. This is Hogsport, and here's your first hospital. Click on it to get started. This one? Begin your career as a hospital admin. Learn the basics of the job by establishing your first hospital. Welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? Yes, I am. First things first, you'll probably want to have a look around. To move around the hospital, hold the right mouse button and drag or move the cursor to the edges of the screen. Use the WASD. Zoom with the mouse wheel, rotate and pinch with the middle mouse button. Yep, three standard camera controls for God's eye view. First thing the hospital will need is a reception. Patients will head here when they arrive at the hospital. Build a reception desk near the entrance. Click on the items and select reception. Patients can register here. How do I rotate this though? Rotate with the left mouse button and drag left and right. Use Z and X keys. Place with the left, cancel with the right. Suppose the reception, there should be enough space for people to form a line at the reception. So I'll just do a classic layout that I'm familiar with, based on the hospital that I visit. Great, we'll need an assistant to run reception. Let's hire one now. Click on Hire, then Assistants. Select the job applicant and click on the Hire button.
Please respect the hospital grounds. No unauthorized digging.
The voice acting sounds familiar to the 90s game. How do I know what their attributes are? Stamina training. Work for longer before requiring a break. Emotional intelligence, increased happiness. This one, increased happiness. Customer service, increased reception and retail skills, but Winston requires 12,000 grand. I'll go with Teresa Cyanide, because the extra 2k in her preferred salary should be worth it for the emotional intelligence. Green fingers. Terribly dull. Oh, she plants water. So she waters plants when idle, but she's boring. Whizzes through any syllabus. Teaching speed. Laughs with not at people. Well, my alternative is someone who's grumpy and unavoidably replaceable. I'll go with the middling. Oh, there's some physics while dragging her. Do I just drop them? General Practitioner's Office. Great. Before you officially open, we'll need a GP. Patients will visit a doctor working as a GP at each stage of diagnosis. The GP will assess patients and decide if they are ready for treatment, or if they require further diagnosis. Build a room, click on the Rooms button. With the room selected, drag out a floor plan of the appropriate size, then place the required items in the room. GP could go here. Give them 2 windows. Oh, it's letting me place the door here. The size is also affecting the prestige. How can I don't want it to be too big.
Patients found violating hospital policy will be asked to stop.
And then the desk could be here. Give them a view of the outside world. Filing cabinet. Ooh, that's cute. Excellent. Now we'll need the doctor to run the GP's office. Go to hire doctors. IV Nemesis. She waters plants. They're hygienic. More roast than toast. That doesn't have anything to do with the job. General practice. Emotionally intelligent. Stamina training. Bedside manner. Diagnostics. Increased diagnostic skills. And increased treatment skills. Thinks their life is a rom-com class. Romantic, constantly falling in and out of love. Entertainer, entertains people with their sweet dance move. Well, I can't afford Ivy yet, so I'll go with Andrew. Rhymes with Mandrew.
You were listening to Harrison Wolf.
Hospital open. Good news, our hospital is now open for business. Patients are starting to arrive. After they register at reception, they'll be sent to the GP for diagnosis.
Listeners, so open your eyes and your ears and
Zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Yep, I know that.
But first, here are some people
Can I
playing musical
move?
instruments.
Oh, I have the moving around objective. Pitch the camera. How do I pitch the camera? There we go. Diagnose a patient. There's our first patient. Do they have a bench to sit on? Since they're the first, they could wait by the GP's office. There. They're sitting appropriately. Can I move this reception desk? I just realized how inefficient it is for space. Let's shorten the queue. Diagnose our first patient. The GP has sent you a message. Have a look at the message list in the bottom right. Looks like we'll need to build a pharmacy to treat the patient. They've discovered gout. Gout is frequently transmitted in the bathrooms, and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a pharmacy in order to treat them. Get the patient to wait. I have enough money to get a pharmacy. Can I pause actually? Yes, I can pause. So they used to treat gout with a screwdriver, the way plague doctors used to do it. But I suppose that was too barbaric for modern times. The locker stores romantic novels. I hope they don't mix it with patient records. Oh, and I'll need a pharmacist. They use a nurse. Joey Goody. Diagnostic skills. This is a treatment facility, so I'll get the guy with better. Boy next door. Toilet gets angry when they need the toilet. Target of unrequited idolization. This guy is hard to please, but their treatment skills does sound attractive. What's he doing? He's stretching. Now we have everything we need to diagnose and cure simple illness. Let's see if our new staff are up to the task. It's got this artist over here. Oh, why is she asleep? What's wrong with you? Happiness 72, energy is at 59%. Well, currently my objective is to cure a patient, so. Patient cured, well done. We've cured our first patient, we earned some money, and the hospital's reputation has improved, which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand the hospital.
Staff announcement. We just cured our very first patient.
Yay! Gonna make it more efficient. Janitors and maintenance. Now that we've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Hire a janitor to maintain machines while you're at it. Make sure you've got fire extinguishers nearby. Before I do that, I need some benches. How much space do these guys need? So that looks like about 2 tiles. So I'll just future-proof the reception area and then hire a janitor. Morris has increased repair and maintenance, but Meryl is emotionally intelligent. I'll go with the useful guy first. You over here. Have they been using this bin? Oh, I also need a fire extinguisher nearby. Make sure it's in an accessible spot.
But I find listening to my own voice works best.
I need 2 extinguishers actually. One on this side then. Janitors will be called to repair a machine when its maintenance level falls below 50%. You can also request a janitor to repair it. It's important to keep your staff and patients happy to ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients will get bored, thirsty, and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks, and comfy seats. If they become unhappy, they will leave to go to another hospital, and we can't have that. Okay, some items. I need a leaflet stand for reading material. Put it next to the reception. How's this access? It can be accessed from any angle. So after they register with the in reception, they can take a look at the leaflet stand before taking a seat. Then I need a drinks machine. Put it next to the pharmacy. And a snack machine. Because for some reasons, pharmacies also sell drinks and snacks. And let's have a bin. Oh, staff get tired as they work. They'll need to go on a break eventually. A staff room will help them relax and return to work energized. Make a room larger and fill it with interesting items, it will be considered more prestigious. People using a high prestige room will become happier. A nice staff room will also help staff regain energy faster. I'll put the bin here. And I need to make a staff room. Oh, this is a high prestige. Then a couch. I could put a TV here if the option will present itself. They also want the drinks and snacks.
Looks like the healthcare branch of the holistics company, known to some as hemp, is in trouble again.
A bunch of things I can't have yet.
This product, which claims to cure all ills,
Fetus room
isn't like
prestige.
nothing but pine-scented prune juice. Well, I guess it should cure one ill at least.
No soiling the hospital.
Fill the room with it. I can place a member of staff in a staff room to make them take a break, or in a workroom to make them work. Let's add recycling. Charlie work. Drinks and snacks are great for keeping people happy, but they can lead to littering if there are no bins nearby. While we're at it, staff and patients will get pretty grumpy if they don't have access to any toilets. Might want to invest in some quality porcelain. Janitors will help maintain all of these. Let's add some bins for the food while we're at it. Then I need a toilet. Toilets. Could put it behind the reception so that it's easy access for everyone. That's a huge cubicle. Then a sink and a hand dryer. And then let's make sure there's also a bin. Do they need one here? Nah, they're using hand dryers. Do the toilets use a bidet? There are toilet paper, so I definitely need a bin for that. Is that a big enough toilet? Oh, there's no one manning the reception. How are you? Your energy is great. Let's take you back here. Further diagnosis. We're hearing reports of some new illnesses in town. These might be harder to diagnose. We may need to build a new diagnosis room. If a GP isn't certain, they will send a patient for further diagnosis. I need a general diagnosis this time. Is this a good spot? Then they get a view of the window. The filing cabinet is just decorative. I don't need that. I'll need a fire extinguisher in case this easy scan catches fire. Then I'll need to hire a new doctor. Lightheadedness, we're going to need some expensive new equipment to deal with this. Continue expanding the hospital to unlock the treatment room. We may also need another GP's office and some more staff to keep on top of things. Let's go with this guy then. Or this gal. You need a bench? Oh, why isn't she working here? Cannot work in I hired the wrong. Is that an icon for nurse then? Well, I can use her for another GP, but oh no, I aligned it wrong. I'll just fix that in a bit. But I need to hire someone for this. Diagnostics and treatment. I don't need someone for treatment. I need someone for diagnostics. So Hedro Hurricane it is. And then let's make a GP's office. The minimum size is 3 by 3 apparently. He's getting ready. Okay, you work here. Diagnose the patient with bed face, but it requires a ward for treatment. I should consider building one. I want to realign this first, so that the doctor is facing the door. And I need the ward. It requires a nurse. This is a good spot for the ward. Make it a big one. That's a huge door for wheeling in the beds. It's topped with a bedpan. Leave the screen. Is that for changing? As a changing room? Give them enough space in between beds. Add another bed to make it an even. No, that looks pretty bad. Pretty unsafe. Give them lockers then. That doesn't need a fire extinguisher, I hope. Give that a check. Need a nurse. Wards can be used for diagnosis and also to treat a range of illnesses. A nurse is required to admit each patient, look after them, add multiple beds to a ward to deal with more than one patient. You can also adjust the number of nurses that should work there in the room settings. This is useful if I have a lot of patients. Pharmacy management. Ooh. Could I move this guy to could move him to the ward and hire this guy for pharmacy. They're not they don't have any seat, so let's make sure there's a bench nearby. I don't like how this toilet the size of it or the arrangement of this. Let's edit like this, so I can move the bathroom. Do I move the whole room?
Ghosts should be captured with the appropriate amount of respect.
There, now it's aligned. That forms a neat corridor. No, I don't want to cancel. Is this a unisex toilet room? Doesn't have a door. It's just perpetually open.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf.
Deluxe clinic unlocked.
Radio. I went to the
Do I have
parfait
light-headedness
recently. I was
actually?
impressed by how experimental the acts
Oh,
were, till I realized it was facing the
temperature,
wrong way
hunger.
and just looking at the tent wall.
Everyone's doing well on hunger. Patient happiness. What about illnesses? This guy's gotta go. Who's this? Morris Brick, that's the janitor. I'll go here then. I don't think I need any maintenance yet. You're the GP. Put you back here. 2 Point Health Ministry is keen to recognize the achievements of every hospital in the country. If we can build a hospital that satisfies the needs of the local area, the hospital will be awarded an official star rating. This will be great for our organization. Not only does each star come with associated rewards, but we'll be able to establish new hospitals around the county. Continue to expand the hospital acquired. Kudosh. You can use this to unlock items to use in any of our hospitals. Check the items list to see what we can afford. Cure 3 patients with lightheadedness. Then let's prepare a room for that with a deluxe clinic. Oh, this is a big stick. Then I'll just expand the room then. Then this room requires a doctor, I think. Yeah. I'll hire another GP then. Diagnostics. General practice. This is just a GP. I just need a GP. I'm gonna cheap out and hire the nasty pencil hardiness guy. Let's edit this room so that the extinguisher is at an accessible spot. Whoa! They just got launched out. Let's add a bench for these rooms. Oh, what's wrong with this guy? Blake Wriggle. Illness difficulty. Dying. The treatment failed. Needs the toilet. I can solve one of your needs. I can't drag you actually. Where are you gonna go then? No! What am I gonna do with you? What are you doing? Nurse Pedro? You should be here. Patient death. Sad news. Our first patient death. Patients can die if a treatment fails or if they are waiting too long and their health deteriorates. Hospital reputation will suffer as a result. There's also a chance the patient will return to haunt the hospital. We'll need a janitor with a ghost capture qualification. Oh no. Well, I know for certain that they were treated. It's just that it failed. So that's on the patient.
If you have any suggestions, please send them in. I'll keep you posted on how my search goes. Anything's better than my last hobby.